On the last day of his tour, the NDC flag bearer visited the Central Tong, South Tong, Keta, and Anglo constituencies. Key amongst his message for the people was the 24-hour economy, a promise to put in place mechanism to enhance trade between the people of the Volta region and Togo, the setting up of a National Women's Development Bank, and many others.
I want to draw the attention of the Electoral Commission. In July, they asked all political parties to bring their hard drives so that they could give us a copy of the provisional voters register. The exhibition of the register starts in 4 days. We should have received those provisional registers by now so that we can help our members to check if their names are there. They have asked us to come today for the hard drives with the provisional register. I'm calling on the Electoral Commission to make sure that we get the hard drives with the provisional registers today so that we can send them to the constituencies and let our executives start helping our people to check and make sure their names are there.
He says persons who have misused funds related to the Keta Port project will be held accountable after investigations if he is elected. Speaking in the Keta constituency where the Keta Port project is located, he said the government has taken $8 million from dividends declared by the Meridian Port Services deal the NDC government spearheaded, and has earmarked that for the construction of an administration block for the Keta Port project, saying persons found to have misused funds will be made to account if NDC is elected.
From Meridian Port Services, and we commissioned them to build a new harbour. So they went and borrowed their own money and came and built the harbour for us. Gapoha is a partner to MPS. And so Gapoha receives dividends or a share of the profits from the new port. Since that port was built, Gapoha has earned almost $200 million from the new port. First, they took $70 million of that money and went and put it into Bankra Port. $70 million of Gapoha's profit from the port that they said Mahama had sold. They took it and went and put it in Bankra Port. Now they've taken another $8 million and said they're coming to build administration block for Keta Port. When we come, we're going to audit Keta Port. We're going to investigate it. Anybody who has chopped money there, we'll hold them accountable. Atiglinyi has to go back to the bush. It has caused enough distraction to Ghana already. We don't need it in town. We need Atiglinyi back in the bush.
During an interaction in the fishing community of Anglo Afiadenyigba, John Mahama was installed a development chief.
This is the first step towards the Flagstaff House on 7th January 2025. This is the Afiadenyigba sword, and it will become the Ghana sword. Thank you very much. And markets are one of the things that we are prioritizing. During our time in office, we built a lot of markets across the length and breadth of this country because we know that markets stimulate economic activity. And so, Togbe, your request is in order. We will take note of it, and by the grace of God, when we come into office, we shall execute and make sure that you get your heart's desire. Togbiga, the lagoon is a source of livelihood for our people. For many years, we've been asking that the lagoon should be dredged and a canal opened so that the seawater can come into the lagoon to promote the livelihood of our fishermen and all those who live by the lagoon. And Togbiga is one of the requests that has been made since I came into the Anglo-Keta area. And so we have taken note of it, and by the grace of God, if God smiles on us, and I know He's going to do, if the people of Ghana vote for us, and we come into office, we'll look at improving the lagoon so that the livelihoods of our people will be protected. The next NDC government is going to concentrate on jobs, jobs, and jobs. Our 24-hour economic policy is meant to stimulate the economy. It's meant to assist business people and manufacturers to extend their working hours so that they can employ more young people to work. And this is a policy we're going to implement. It is not a one-night event or a one-day event. It will take a lot of work. We have to link the 24-hour economy to increase exports. And that is why I've said that I'll personally chair an accelerated export development program so that we can create a market in the whole of Africa to export Ghanaian goods to other countries and bring income to our people.